Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be speaking about friendships and how ADHD can affect my friendships, your friendships, everyone's friendships with ADHD. Just basically, we are talking about how ADHD can complicate friendships. So before we get on to that, if you could smash me a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will forever be grateful for your support. Let's get on to the video. So, many of you already know this, but I struggle making friends, and that isn't only what I struggle with. I also struggle with keeping friends, and basically I end up back to square one of being
Molly no mates.
All the time I end up back in square one, and I'm just like, why do I even bother, really? Like, I may as well just be a loner for the rest of my life. So basically, I have just completely given up even trying to bloody make friends. I'm just cursed in that category. I'm probably just better off on my own, really. That's how I see it, because friendships and ADHD do not mix in my personal experiences. But basically, as I got to like the age of 12, 13, it became super like apparent to me that people just don't like me, like just don't want to be my friend. They don't like who I am, they don't like that I'm too loud, they don't like basically everything about my ADHD. They just don't like, because that's all I am. And I was never invited to parties, sleepovers, I was never given like Christmas cards. I was like, why am I so friggin' strange? Why does no one like me? So basically what I just decided was nobody liked me, I wasn't good enough, and I just started to want to be someone else, and that hasn't kind of changed really. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because we're going to get on to what I find hard in a friendship. Like I say, trying to keep a bloody friend is harder than actually making friends, because actually making friends isn't so hard for me. You know, I'm a natural talker, I'm quite like, I do have a bit of humour, my personality can be quite contagious and bubbly, but once they get to know me, it's a whole different story. So yeah, but it's the keeping friends is what I find the hardest and the most depressing, basically. Yeah. So what I find the hardest really is the expectations of a friendship. So in my mind, I definitely have like an expectation of what a friend should be. I base it upon all these like Disney films and like growing up, wishing I had a friend, what I wanted out of a friend. I always kind of like make up a character, and I'm like, oh, I'd love a friend like that. And every friendship that I go into, I automatically assume that's going to happen. You know, they're going to be my bestest friend, and it never happens. So my expectations of friends is kind of off. Not kinda, it's really off. I set expectations like, that friend's gonna wanna be with me 24/7, this friend's gonna invite me to sleepovers, this friend's gonna wanna go out to the cinema, go for meals, have fun, and like they're gonna wanna come around my house. Like, it just never happens like that for me. So I think the expectations that I set myself and the pressure I put on myself to be perfect and to be this like stereotype best friend is just something that doesn't, you know, mix well with other people. So yeah, the first thing that I find the hardest is the expectations that I set myself and on the friendship itself. So the next one has to be my insecurity. So when it comes down to it, I don't mean like what my body looks like, what my hair looks like. No, it's how I act and who I am, and am I good enough for that friend. So I go into a friendship being who I am, and then it all starts to slowly change. I slip into the same mistakes as I always do, and I never learn. I literally want to be someone I'm not, you know. I worry that I don't like drinking, I don't do drugs, I don't have loads of friends, I don't go to university, and that puts me in a position where I think I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve a boyfriend or a friend, and I end up basically just thinking I have to be someone else. I have to mask who I am in order to fit in. But obviously it doesn't work, because people kind of think that's really odd. They're like, you changed, like you know, like who even are you? You know, all my interests changed, and then I'm just like not Molly anymore. You know, in every friendship there has been a different version of Molly, and honestly I can say nobody knows the true Molly other than the four, like me, my mum, my dad and my sister. Nobody else knows what I have to put up with. Nobody just knows, no one knows anything apart from that I have ADHD, because I do this YouTube video and have a blog. So yeah, most people know I have ADHD now, but they didn't before. I try to keep things closed in because I feel like I'm not good enough, and I feel if I tell people, you know, I still sleep on my mum's floor, that they're going to think I'm a right freak and that I'm weird. I just feel like who I am isn't good enough, so in my insecurities always sets kind of, it's like a trap. I fall into it every time and bam, I've lost a friend because they're like, you're weird. Or I just decide, you know what, they don't like me, and I just start to drift off, and people just kind of like, you're replaceable, Molly, so it don't matter. Another thing that I found people actually saying to me is I come across quite obsessed. I don't mean to be, and I don't mean it to come across that I am obsessive, because I'm not. I'm just a super loyal person, and I struggle with understanding like other people's emotions, other people's way of expressing themselves. Communication is an issue for me, right? I can't help that, and I can't change who I am. Like I can't do it. Basically, what I find the absolute hardest is accepting that other people have other friends. And I expect that friend to be my friend and my friend only. I don't take into consideration that other people generally have other friends. And if they don't invite me somewhere, or they go out and they don't tell me, and I find out like through Facebook or something, I get really kind of disheartened, and I think that I've done something wrong, or that I'm not good enough again, and my insecurity sets in. And basically I just think, oh, that person doesn't like me anymore, I've done something wrong, and I just kind of leave the friendship because I feel like I'm just not good enough, basically. It just sets, again, a trap, and I just fall into it all the bloody time. So in my mind, other people shouldn't have other friends. It's kind of like, but you have me, why do you need other friends? But it doesn't work like that. Just because I don't have other friends, I kind of expect other people not to as well. People always, oh, I can't wait to fall in love. For me, it's like, I can't wait to have a best friend. But it just never happens for me, and you know, the fairy tale in my eyes is having a friend, and I wish that one day it would happen, but I have come to the conclusion it probably won't. So I always find that I put like 110% in, and you know, most people only put like 20% in, because they aren't as kind of deprived as friendship as I am. So when I have a friend, that is it. Like, that friend is my friend, it's my best friend, and basically I absorb my whole life into that person. Like, I expect them to want to be with me 24/7, but that isn't the case in reality. The case in reality in my mind is that I'm just super insecure, and I know that I'm easily replaceable, and it comes down to the fact that I've been dropped and hurt so many times that I'm just used to it, and I try to prevent it from happening, but actually by preventing it, I make it happen even faster. So, like, again, I don't think these need to go in like separate category kind of things, because they all kind of go and mash into the same thing. People assume that I'm weird because of my loud like attitude. I'm very bubbly, I'm very loud, and that just puts people off because they're like, you're overconfident. But the thing is, behind this mask, I am the most insecure person you'll probably ever meet. I hate everything about myself. I hate how I talk. I hate how I act. I hate how much I fail people. Basically, I am just super insecure, and my masking who I am is to try and protect myself from getting hurt. By doing that mask and putting that mask on, actually I end up hurting myself even more, because a coping mechanism that I use is masking, because I want to be able to fit in. And the only way that I can do that is by pretending I'm someone I'm not. So masking is something that is just something that comes natural to me, but it affects friendships. It makes things complicated. And again, I'm just super sensitive. I feel things in my heart so strong. I am just a real like passionate, and like, I just want a friend basically, and I feel every emotion. Like, I suffer with RSD, which is rejection sensitivity dysphoria. I feel every type of rejection. I take it to heart. Like, constructive criticism, mate, that knocks me for 6. Someone saying, oh, I don't really want to come around your house today, I would take that as they hate me, I've done something wrong, they don't like my family, they think I'm a skank, they don't like my house. But actually, they just might be not feeling great, and that's okay. People are allowed to not do things, but in my mind, I take everything to heart. I'm super sensitive, and people just think that's quite, like, again, obsessive. When I say the word jealousy, I don't mean it as like, oh, I'm jealous of that person's shoes, her iPhone, her... I don't know. I'm not jealous in that way. I'm just jealous that I can't be like that person. And again, it can come across that I'm being obsessive, or like I'm trying to copy who they are, or I'm trying to take their friends or something like that. I'm not. I'm just so done with being the boring person, the freak, the one in the corner that has no friends, the one that is never invited anywhere, the one that everyone thinks is a weirdo. I'm just trying to adapt and be cool and popular. I'm not trying to be weird or whatever. I'm just honestly trying to fit in. And if you can't accept that, then I guess we can't be friends. So in every friendship fallout that I've had, it's always me that ends up looking like the horrible bully. I had a friend that her mum actually said something to me that stuck to me to this day. And her mum said, oh, I heard a lot of bad things about you before. People told me to keep my child away from you. That absolutely broke my heart. All I ever want to do is just have a friend. I have the best intentions at heart. Like, honestly, I never want to hurt or upset anyone. It comes across that people just think that I'm a bully, basically. You know, and I'm an easy target, I'm vulnerable, and I am, you know. I will buy you, I will give you like 50 bloody grand if I think it's going to make you happy. I will rob a shop if I think you're going to be my friend. Like, it can lead to dangerous things, and it has done in the past. But all in all I try to do is be nice and make others happy, but it never works out that way for me. I always look like the bad guy, and in the end, I walk away with bullets in my back because I'm the one that takes the hits all the time. And I just get fed up with it, you know. Now I give up trying to care or understand other people's emotions, because actually I don't understand anyone's emotions. I don't understand it, I never will understand it. So I've just given up making friends. We are just misunderstood, guys, and that is it. So I hope you have taken something from this video, learned that you're not alone, and educated yourself. And I just hope this video can make you feel more normal, or make you feel like, oh, that's why my friend acts like that, or my child acts like that. Thank you for watching, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you watch my next video. So, thank you for watching. Remember to smash a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will forever be grateful. So, bye!
Yeah.